Let's just talk a little bit more about the cognitive stuff, because it's that now. It's not just the economic stuff that's finally leaking to CNN. Here's CNN's Van Jones on what's going on with Biden.
As David Axelrod says, and he's come out and put his name on it, he said, look, this is a person who, if they win, will be closer to 90 at the end of their second term than 80. And therefore, these are very fair questions. Joe Biden said these were fair questions the last time when he was running. So do you have these questions?
Well, I think everybody is looking very closely now. When Biden does well, he does really well. That gun speech he gave, he was perfect. It was powerful. When he does badly, when he stumbles, you get nervous and you wonder, is it just a stutter? Is he tired, or something else there? And so I think that people are just looking. I mean, honestly, I think a lot of Democrats are like, if this guy's ready to go, we're behind him. But if he's not ready to go, he should let us know. I think that's what's.
I love Van Jones. He uses so many words to say nothing. Liz, it is leaking into mainstream media. I mean, I know you've been talking about it on your show. We've obviously all been talking about it. But once it sort of breaks that airlock, then everyone starts talking about it, right?
Yes. However, I would warn conservatives across the country. This is something that conservatives have been a little naive about in the past. When the mainstream media finally picks up on something that we have been talking about for years, or something that's very obvious to everyday Americans, don't give the mainstream media the benefit of the doubt. This does not mean that they have seen the light. This does not mean that they are red-pilled. This does not mean that their motives are pure. This means that they know that they're going to get a shellacking in 2022, and they're already looking for something to blame. They've started putting into motion their plan of how are we going to explain to the American people when we lose in November? We don't want to blame our policies because we stand by our policies. We don't want to blame everything that we want to continue because they want to continue it. So this is a deliberate plan. They have not seen the light. They are going to blame Joe Biden after the 2022 elections because they never planned to run him again. He was obviously old. He was obviously just a way to shoehorn radical leftists into the administration, into the swamp, into the administrative state, so that they could bring someone like Mayor Pete, who has a very innocent, very, very boy next door look, but who's actually very connected to Marxism, including the legacy that was passed down to him by his father. This is something, like I said, conservatives should not fall for this because this is only a strategy that's being picked up by the radical left, probably also because they see polls that show the American people are concerned about this and they want to seem like, from their high perch, from their elite perches, like they relate to us.
Yeah, I love that point, Liz, because it's like one of these things. Every time these people who get everything wrong say something remotely not insane, we always fawn over them. And it's like, no, we've got to stop doing that. Just because Bill Maher is 3 years late on everything, you got to stop cheering him on for it until he can get to the end of the road.